Hi, and welcome to today's Pilates session. Our session for today is going to focus on the back, but more specifically around the midsection. So sometimes you'll feel some lumpy areas, most notably around the sides on your left and right. And that's just a build-up of tension from either leaning over, from, shopping, being on the computer, being sat down, being in the car for long periods of time. So if you start developing these big tense areas through the center of your back, around the sides, that's what we're going to focus on for today. So to get ourselves underway, we are going to make sure that we've got our mat ready and make sure we've got plenty of space. And of course, making sure that the environment that we're in is just how we want it. So there's no distractions. It's just you to focus on yourself for the duration of this session. So we're going to make ourselves comfy. We are going to have our mats ready and we're going to stay standing to begin with. So if you make your way over towards your mat and begin by just clearing the head. The idea now is where we can focus on our movement, working through those muscles through the back, helping to release that tension, making them stronger as well. So we are going to first clear the mind, let the shoulders roll, let them release, so we can just start to gradually work our way through the body. We just want to let the shoulders just drop. So you're going to let them roll back. You're going to let them drop down. And you're going to just find a nice breathing pattern. And from here, we're going to breathe in. We're going to count down from 4 as we breathe in. And then we're going to take a long exhale. We're going to exhale for twice as long, breathing out from a count of 8. And then we're going to just repeat that for the moment. We can relax those arms by the side. And you just want to be mindful of your breathing. So your muscles are not tense, muscles are relaxed. And we can just let everything go loose so we can then build the strength up. So you're inhaling from 4, you're going to exhale for twice as long. Breathing out from the count of 8, or just breathing out for as long as you possibly can. And then just starting to work through those arms and through those shoulders. So we want to try to avoid this kind of rounded position, which starts to cause these hunched visual effects around through the back, through the sides. We start to feel a little bit hunched, a little bit rounded. So from our position, slowly adjusting with the pelvis to make sure that the body is straight. Everything is aligned, the back is neutrally supported. We're then going to bring our hands to the temple of our head. And then we're going to start to draw the shoulder blades back. So when the shoulder blades start to come together, we're going to draw the belly button in so the lower back doesn't start to arch. And then we're going to draw the elbows forward. We're going to breathe in. Draw them back. Strengthen through those back muscles as those elbows go wide and breathe out. And inhale forward. Exhale away. Coming forward again and breathing out. So by now, the shoulders are going to start to get tired. So we're just going to go once more. Breathing in. And then breathing out. And then we're just going to let the arms drop. And then we're just going to let the back relax. And now we just start to drop the head. Take the arms forward. The back is curved. The abdominals are in. So the back is supported. And then we're breathing out. to roll down towards the mat. Breathing in when we're ready. And then breathing out on our way up. Then we're ready to drop again. Breathing out, letting the back relax. Just feel the spine starting to curve, starting to round. And then we're breathing out on our way up. And then once we reach the top, we're going to give the shoulders a roll. So then we're going to roll once more. This time we're going to come down to the mat. So you're going to roll all the way. And as you make your way down, hands come down, and then we can make our way onto our hands and knees. And then we can start to relax the spine further by rolling forward, dropping the head, lifting the abdominals in, tilting that pelvis down. And then starting to extend the spine by tilting the pelvis the other way, raising the head. And just rolling and releasing. We just want to make sure that the back is nicely prepared for the movements that we're going to do. So we just need to release, loosen everything up. Especially if you're doing this in the morning when everything is very tight. And then we're going to release from there. So now we're going to go from our box and we're going to go to a seated position. So we're going to sit with our legs extended with a soft bend in those knees. And we're going to sit ourselves up straight. So as you sit yourself, you want to imagine a piece of string attached to the top of your head. That piece of string is pulling your spine to the ceiling, lengthening that back, and then you just want to imagine that you're sat against the wall. So then draw the shoulder blades back. And then we're going to take our right leg. The right leg is going to come up and over, and you're going to plant the foot close in. Support this leg with your right hand. Just going to hold. And then you're going to place your left hand behind you. And then we're going to turn. So you're going to start to gently twist through the back to look over that left shoulder. So you're going to start to feel the back just stretching as you turn. Obviously, the further we go, the more you're going to feel that tension. Just lengthen as you stretch, mainly focusing around that center area of your back. And then we're going to release. We're going to come back around. And we're going to place this right leg down. We're going to bring the left leg up and over. Bring the foot down onto the floor. Take your left hand to hold around the leg. Bring your right hand behind you. And then you're going to change and go the other way. This move is really good. If you have history of carrying children or carrying heavy objects and carrying things for long periods of time, then that puts a lot of strain on that midsection of the back. And you can often feel yourself slightly tilting to one side when you're carrying all these things. And that just puts everything out of alignment. So it puts one area much more tenser than the other. But we just want to help just release both sides. And we're going to go around to that right side from there. And then we're going to come back forward. As you rotate to the center, we lengthen our legs forward. We then lengthen that spine. We're now going to drop forward. Drop the head down between the knees as far as you can go. And then I'm just going to drop into a spine stretch. And then we're going to start to straighten up. So we're going to go again. We're going to take that right leg, cross it over, hand wrap around, other hand, left hand just behind you there. Take an inhale as you prepare yourself, and then breathe out. And start to turn. Just make sure that the right foot there is nice and flat on the floor. It's close in towards that left knee. And then let's come back. So let's rotate nice and slowly back round to the front. Bringing that left leg over. And then crossing and holding and breathing in. Breathing out. As we twist. And then as we come back round, we can release, we can extend our legs, we can inhale, sit tall, we can breathe out and spine stretch forward from there, dropping down. And lengthening your way up. So once we're standing or sitting nice and tall from there, we're going to get ready to make our way onto the feet. So you've got the option here to either just lay yourself down flat onto your mat, or you can roll. And this is where it really helps to massage the spine. So all that tension that builds through the center of the spine, we're now going to just build up the strength in the core, flexibility in that spine. Breathe out. On our way down, hold the thighs if you need help. You want to try to avoid from thumping. You want to just lay nice and gently onto that mat. So once we're down, and we're going to take those arms wide. Really important for these next set of exercises to target that midsection of the back, that we keep the arms out and keep them down, because that will allow us to hold the back in place, and then we can move through the legs, and that will help to lengthen and stretch those areas that are quite difficult to stretch. So arms wide. Let's just drop those hips down to the right. As we do that, we're going to roll the head over to the left. And then we're coming up, and we're going to switch. And we're going to change. And alternate. So we go once more. And then as we return, and then just relax by bringing those knees in to your chest. Just hold and breathe. And then as we plant the feet down, coming back down to our semi-supine position from there. Just going to bring the right leg, take it across, open up the hip. And then switch, left leg across, right leg up, and then hold, and then release. So now let's go back, arms stay wide, let's straighten the right leg, let's bring the left leg to a tabletop. Let's breathe in and hold, Now, as you're slowly crossing the left leg over, that left arm and that shoulder has to stay down. As soon as you start to feel the arm lift, that's it. You don't go any further than that. In order for that stretch to go all the way through the back, the arm needs to stay down. It's going to bring that knee as close to the floor as you feel comfortable. You can, if you wish, just take your right hand to that knee. Gently press. You can feel that stretch increase. Obviously, just take it as far as you feel comfortable. It's going to go right through the glute, but because you've got your left arm extended, you're trying to keep the arm and keeping that back down. It's going to stretch all the way through the back. So now let's release. Slowly bring the leg up, and then we'll just lower that left leg down. Bring the right leg now into that tabletop, and then we'll cross over from here. Again, slowly we go. One, because the air is a little tight, so any fast movements might pull a muscle. So we go slowly. And also to make sure that we stay in position so the muscles that we want to target will stretch. So we've got to make sure that arm and that shoulder stay down. Left leg stay straight. We hold and breathe. Again, if you want to, you can take that left hand to that knee and gently press, gently push. And then when you're ready to come up, let's slowly come back up and release from there. So now let's tuck both knees back in towards the chest to hold and hug. And then we're going to get ready to come up. So from here, you can take the option to sit up, or if you need a resistance band or a towel, wrap it around your feet to give you some help, because now we need to roll the spine from the floor. So using whatever you prefer, you need to bring the head up from the mat, bring the chin down, start to draw the belly button into the mat. Start to lengthen that spine. So now we're going to go back to our seated position where we were before. And then as we sit ourselves up, we're going to take our arms, we're going to wrap our arms around, and we're then going to drop ourselves forward, and we're going to hold. And then we're going to release, and then we're going to open up. Now, once we open up, we're going to place our left hand down by our side. Our right arm is going to go up, and then we are going to slowly start to stretch. You can start to slide the hand away, drop the elbow on towards the mat, and stretch, letting the head drop. Try and stay seated on the floor. As you come up, we're then going to change. So you breathe in. And just again, lower the forearm so the arm can rest, takes the strain off the shoulder. And that arm, as you can see, just curves over the head. We come up, we go again. We breathe in. And we exhale. We inhale, come up. We breathe out. And we come up again from there. As we come up, we're going to wrap our arms around, breathe in, and exhale and drop forward. And then as we come up, bring your arms forward from there. Almost link your fingers together. Drop your head down and stretch the arms away. Sinking the head between the shoulders. Now as you start to lengthen yourself up, we're going to bring the arms, scoop them behind us. If your shoulders are not feeling too good, then don't circle, just bring the arms back. Drop and stretch, lengthen, reach forward, breathe out, drop the head down. So again, option one, just let the arms drop and bring them back, or circle them all the way around, depending on how the shoulders are feeling. Extend behind. Come back, we'll go one more time, we'll breathe in forward. We'll exhale, stretch. Inhale, come up, bring the arms behind, breathe out, stretch behind. And then we'll just drop into a spine stretch. So let's drop forward. And then roll up. And then we're ready to turn over. So we're back onto our hands and knees where we were before. And once we are in box position, we roll. And we release. And then we're going to get ready to come up. So you can take either an option to stand, where you're going to take your time to make your way up onto your feet, or we're going to go from our position of box. We're going to lift into a downward dog hold. And then from that downward dog hold, let's walk our hands back towards our feet. And then let's roll ourselves back up to where we started. And then once we're in our position, we're just going to take our arms by our side. We're going to slide one hand down. The other hand starts to lift. Start to lengthen this side of your hip and your back. And from there, we then just readjust, we balance ourselves up, we go the other way. Breathe out so we can now lengthen on that other side. Come back up, and again. You're going to let the head drop. And you're only going to lengthen your arm really just about knee level, just so you can feel the hip on that side, opposite side open up. We'll go once more each way. And then when we come up, we're going to give the shoulders a roll. We then just need to gently loosen up those joints, shake the body, just a little gentle twist through the hips to loosen everything off. And hopefully your back should be feeling a little bit more mobile, a little bit lighter, a little bit more freedom there, so you can start to move without feeling that tension build up through the back. So it just makes life so much more easier and gives you the energy back, releases that tension and gives you better quality of life. Helps with your posture as well, makes you stand taller, stronger, really, really beneficial in terms of breathing, opening up the lungs, opening up the rib cage, just let everything expand and feel so much more healthier. Thank you for joining me for today. Take care of yourselves. I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, stay in good health, and I'll see you soon.